Welcome back, you guys. My name is Stephanie, and I'm a person, and I do vlogs about your body, how to get fit and muscular and healthy and cure your autoimmunity and deal with perimenopause and skin issues and thyroid and adrenal and all kinds of disease through using the ketogenic diet. Now, sometimes people have to do low carb. Sometimes people have to do a short-term carnivore protocol, but ultimately we want to hit keto omnivore. That's the sweet spot. That's the goal, if anything. I moved to Texas because I didn't like what was going on in my very lovely home state of California. Nobody left with me, so all these people are leaving in droves is not necessarily true, but it could be the demo I was around that wasn't moving. I think it's people that can afford the move. But I was like, I'm getting out of here because it's not a good look. And I have a horse. And I don't want to get stuck, you know. It's hard to move a horse. Transportation, gas, this, that. What about the prices later to move a horse? What if they double, triple? Let's get out now. And I want to eventually, when the market drops, get a home for me and my fur baby husband, child. By the way, Thunder is not that well right now. He's recovering from maybe sand colic, a little bit of an ulcer from getting too much sand because he's chewing grass, pulling grass, sand at the bottom. And it really irritated his stomach lining, which made him not want to drink, which then dehydrated him, which then put him in the hospital for 3 different times. And 3 days out of those 3 different times he was in the hospital, and I was bawling like a big human baby. Yeah, it was tough. This is probably one of my toughest couple weeks in my life. And so I want to be more transparent with you guys and show you not everything is beautiful and in a handbag. On these YouTuber people, like, you know, we go through some real stuff. I mean, moving here was a biatch. It wasn't easy. I didn't document the whole thing. It was just such a headache to move them. And then when I moved them, ended up moving to a place that was literally torture. Now, why would I move to a place that is torture when, look at this guy. This is where I live now. With Thunder, no doubt. And there is my home. I had to dip down on the ground so you guys don't see the license plate of my car. So this is a bed and breakfast, and it's not active right now. So I'm the only person here on 300 acres right now, enjoying every minute of it. It's a nice breeze. There's beautiful trees, and behind me is all the horses and cattle. So these are grass-fed cattle. They're all raised humanely, and I've learned a lot so far. And I've actually learned a lot more about the horses as well, because there's about 10 horses here. This is also a very long story. I'll split it up on how I ended up here. So I left California because I love it. If I could live anywhere in the world, it would be there. So it breaks my heart to have to be somewhere else because of what I see that's going on in the world today. It makes me sick. But I'm very fortunate. I got a very smart brain in that here and top of my shoulders, and I make wise decisions under pressure, and I've done that my whole life. As you guys know, I used to be a pro skater, and I also used to live in Europe for just about 16 years and had my knee surgeries there, which, yeah, that's a whole nother story. I was on crutches for 4 years, and I lost the ability to almost do anything with my legs, especially my left leg. And I came back, and I got myself fit and lean and strong and healthy as I get older in my tender age of almost 54. So people were like, oh my God, you're 54, I can't believe it. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm the one that realizes that you only live once. I'm not messing with this body. That's how I teach you guys how to get super healthy, super fit, and not this lying bull crap. Drink some protein shakes and some green smoothies and intermittent fast and do too much cardio kind of stupid way that damages your immune and endocrine system for a very long time. So I just wanted to give that life update and kind of go over some of the things that I'm really going to deep dive go into. I moved here. When I first moved here, I moved to a couple. I didn't know them. They were awful. And the day I arrived, I was like, I'm in trouble. But I came here a year before to scout it and make sure that I was going to be safe, my horse was going to be safe. So basically, I mean, this stuff happens. Like, what am I going to do? Pretend like everything's cherry? It's not. Or was not. Everything would be perfect if my horse was perfectly in health right now, but he's a little sick. He's getting better. I moved here for my horse. No other reason. Well, that's a lie. Because it's an open state, right? And people don't act up and act a fool here. California people are just, I can't. It seems like every conversation I have, my brain hurts. There. Brain hurts a little here. It's just because most people haven't like traveled here, and so, but everything else on like how important family is and taking care of each other, community, that was missing in my life so much, and they have that here. A lot of people helped me to get to the spot where I'm at right now. And I mean a lot. People I didn't know. So even though I started off staying with this couple, they were just ratchet. The day I got here, like, I just remember, are there emergency vets? Oh yeah, we've got this one vet, she'll come anytime, 24 hours a day, la la la. Horse gets sick, vet's like, I don't come to people. No, I'm sorry. And then the couple were convincing me to not go to the hospital. They thought my horse was fine, and basically maybe not the next day, but the second day, if I didn't take him to the hospital, he would have been dead. That's when really things started getting like really bad at that place. Like the lack of caring and concern for animals that they rely on you, right? We domesticate them. I mean, it was sickening. But the day I arrived, I saw sides I didn't see, because how are you supposed to scope out somebody is in a couple days a year ago to scope out things to make sure they're okay? So I was promised heaven in a handbag, and I was used as the keto guru. They're like, oh wow, we have this girl, we have an extra stall, we've got horses, and you can get us in shape, and you can help us lose weight, and you can do this, and then you can, take pictures. I used to work as a photographer for my daughter's college graduation, and then you can go and pay for the tires on our trailer, and then you can go and take care of all our animals, which at some points it was 6 dogs. It went from 2 to 4 dogs depending on what daughters were bringing what dogs home, and all the horses. They would do stuff like go out to dinner and wouldn't even say that they had left. It was just a Twilight Zone, like stuff you just don't do. Like, it was weird, and I just kept being really nice because I don't want to rock the boat, and I want a secure place, and I really just care about my horse. I don't really care about me. I could just live anywhere, but I didn't know anyone when this all stuff went down. But that's why when I'm doing these new videos, you're going to see that I'm in a new location. The second day I was here, so the first day, he didn't get any hay for my horse. He had traveled for 3 days. I know he didn't eat much, so I said, get the hay, I'll pay you back. He didn't get the hay, so when I got there, I was like, we need to get the hay, because I didn't have a truck. He has a truck. So we go to get the hay. Wifey calls and goes, where are you? And he said, I'm getting hay. She was like, you have other priorities than that. And I was like, I'm effed. If this is the first day. So you guys, it's been awful. I became subject to just a lot of bullying, and nobody can really bully me, but I had to like take it because I'm living there. The original plan, which I was promised, oh my God, come. I even came early, 2 months earlier than I wanted to. Oh, we've got an extra room. Oh, stay here. I was like, I can rent an apartment. No, why would you do that? Stay here. Waiting for the market to drop and all this stuff. But the wifey was getting insecure. And the husband is disgusting. Disgusting. So I told her, first of all, I'm not attracted to your husband. And second of all, that's not me. So time went by, and it just got worse. It was so awkward. And I didn't know what to do. I'm like, I'm here now. What do I do? Spend another couple $1,000s to go back? I don't have an apartment anymore. Like, well, I would move somewhere else. But then when you don't know anyone and you have a horse. So like day 2, I was like, I'll get a trailer. If I get it, or an RV trailer. If I get an RV, I can just live out in the backyard with my horse. I don't even have to go in that house. So I start searching for an RV. And I started searching for an RV, and wind's kicking up. I love it. And I ended up, I searched. I was getting really I wasn't depressed, but I was feeling like, I don't know what to do. Like, they're like, the ones I saw on Craigslist were awful. The ones I went to go see, I saw a couple, and they were awful. Like, you're trying to sell this thing for money? Then I went to a RV lot, and that was awful, because now they're overpricing you by like 5 to 15 grand, and you don't know what you're buying. And I was giving up. I was like, oh, what do I do? And then I found an RV. That one. Older couple had it. Pristine condition. They dropped the price by 5 grand. They're friends to me to this day. They sold it as is, and like, toilet was leaking. They're like, oh, we'll go fix it. The son is like, oh, you don't know anybody. Let me take you out. We were going to go out to... Him and a friend, we were all going to go out to some event, but that was the day Thunder got sick, so I couldn't go. Long story short, I got out of there. Longer story, let's try to make it shorter. I got out of there. Thunder got sicker. Found this place. It's a longer story, but I found this place, and it is just divine. Okay, so over that way is... They own both sides of the road. There's a road, so they own 300 acres, and I'm a renter here. I pay to live here, and I'm not just some friend staying with them. So it changes the dynamic of how I'm here. But I'm gonna be back. You're gonna see Stephanie Strong. I got a lot to talk about vitamin D, a lot to talk about why you're not losing weight, and why your leaking gut is not healing. Oh, and that damn intermittent fasting. So if you guys want to learn more, stay right here, or go to my website, stephanieperson.com. Been coaching people for years. Remember, I'm no 20 or 30 something year old, so I got miles behind this belt in working with people. I also have a course you can sign up for. It's $15 a month, and that's to get you started. It's also consultation follow-ups for people who really want instant contact with me. And my Facebook fan page is Stephanie the Business Person, and my Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. But I cover all keto, carnivore, low carb, high fat. But keto is where it's at, people. All right, life update, and more to come.